As we just discussed, this year's midterms will be the most expensive ever at almost $4 billion. And that's more than what was spent in all of the congressional races and the presidential election in 2000 combined. Let that sink in for a minute. So who is doing all of this bankrolling? The Brookings Institution's Darrell West has a few ideas. He recently put on a list of America's most influential political billionaires. Koch brothers top the list. That's not really a shock to anyone, I don't think. Next comes Michael Bloomberg, and then climate change activist Tom Steyer. West dives even deeper into what he calls the wealthification of politics and how it affects the other 99.9998% of us in his new book, Billionaires, Reflections on the Upper Crust. And joining us now is Darrell West. Darrell, thanks for being with us.
Thank you. Nice to be with you.
So one of the things that you explore, and I saw this study as well, is the fact that the average citizen's preferences have little to no impact on legislative outcomes. Meanwhile, the wealthiest among us, their preferences have a lot of impact on what our legislators are actually doing. What's going on here?
It's a huge problem. The 2014 elections are becoming the battle of the billionaires. As you point out, the Koch brothers are spending an enormous amount of money. It's estimated they're going to put $290 million into this. There are other billionaires who are spending tens of millions of dollars. And the real problem is a lot of this billionaire money is coming in the form of dark money that's not disclosed. There was a study that suggested more than half of the broadcast ads that are going to air this year come from groups that do not fully disclose their funders.
You know, Darrell, we're talking about money, big money in national politics, but billionaires are involved in state and local races. Why are folks such as the Koch brothers involved in local races?
Local and state races are a great opportunity for billionaires to shape the process because there's often a lot less competition. The money goes further. You know, if you dump $5 or even $10 million into a small to medium-sized state, that is a huge expenditure. Also, at the local level, we know that the news media have had a lot of problems coming out of the financial crisis. Most newspapers have really downsized. So there's a lot less scrutiny of the big money coming into state and local politics.
Yeah, and you have nearly 500 billionaires that are well into their 80s, which means their empires are going to be passed down then to their kids and their grandkids, many of which have different interests and even different political agenda. Harold Simmons is a good example. He passed away in December, and in 2012, he gave $18 million to defeat President Obama, telling the Wall Street Journal that the president was the, quote, most dangerous American alive because he would eliminate free enterprise in this country. Now that empire has been passed down to his two daughters who have supported a lot of progressive issues, including the campaigns of Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. So what impact is that going to have?
Well, there are a lot of conservatives who don't think we have a problem of big money in politics. They're not worried about disclosure. They're clearly not worried about the Koch brothers spending a lot of money to support Republicans. But as you point out, some of this billionaire money is going to pass to children who are much more liberal. They're more liberal on social issues. They tend to be a little more sympathetic to environmental causes. So I think in 5 to 10 years, conservatives may actually rue some of their current positions when they start seeing liberal billionaires dump a lot of money into the political process.
Well, it's an excellent book. It's an important book. Darrell West, thank you so much.
Thank you.